In 2001, Nebraska quarterback Eric Crouch led the Cornhuskers to the national championship game and also won the Heisman. But what has happened to every quarterback since then? Part 4. With Zach Taylor graduating, there would be a QB battle between two-year backup Joe Gans and ASU transfer Sam Keller, who had spent the prior year on the scout team per transfer rules at the time. It was a much different time before the portal. Senior Sam Keller would end up winning the starting job and was previously the 9th-ranked QB in his class, however had transferred due to losing his starting job after a season-ending injury at ASU. Expectations for Sam and the Huskers were pretty high though, with many expecting that we could win the Big 12 North again after starting the season ranked 20th. Unfortunately though, things would not go to plan. The Huskers would start fairly strong, going 4-1 in their first 5 games, only losing to rank 1 USC 31-49, though the game wasn't as close as that final scoreline suggests. After this though, the wheels would fall off, and the Huskers would go on a losing streak, losing the next 3 games, leading the game 17-9 entering the 4th quarter. But a string of rushing touchdowns by future NFL running back Jamal Charles, who ran for 290 yards on us, and a complete lack of Nebraska offense late in the game would end up putting Texas up 28-17. Then late in the 4th quarter, Sam would end up getting knocked out of the game with a broken collarbone, and the team would end up losing 25-28. This would end Sam's season and collegiate career, and the team would end up finishing the season losing 2 of the last 3, ending the season 5-7. This would end up being the second losing season since 1961, both under Bill Callahan, who would go on to end up getting fired. In his Nebraska career, Sam would start 9 games while throwing for 2,400 yards with 14 touchdowns and 10 interceptions, setting a Nebraska completion record at the time at 63%, along with the most completions in a game in a loss versus USC. Sam would end up going undrafted, but would spend a little bit of time on the Raiders practice squad before playing a season of arena football for the Los Angeles Avengers. However, this isn't all Sam is known for, as in 2009 he would file a lawsuit against EA and the NCAA to recover damages related to the athlete's likeness being used in the NCAA football and basketball franchises at the time. In 2013, the courts would rule in his favor, and we would see NCAA football and basketball go on a hiatus for a long time, only recently coming back with college football 25, with obviously totally new NIL rules in place. While many looked down upon this at the time, Sam's work led the early efforts to what today has become NIL, and while it's not perfect, I do believe these athletes should be getting paid for their services, so I respect Sam for his work at the time, even though as a kid I was very mad I didn't get a new NCAA football game every year. Today it's hard to tell exactly what Sam's doing, but it seems like he's living in Scottsdale and working for a liquor distributor, though he did spend a little bit of time as a QB coach for a local high school. So that's Sam Keller. Do you remember his time at Nebraska?